Today is a special treat because we are going to talk about the ways you can save money while living on the road.
Love that. Welcome back to Happily Ever Hanks. We are sticking it out here in Florida. Watch our backs, however, because there's been lots of alligators recently, as witnessed by Nene right here.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on our six.
We've been hanging out.
We're relying on you.
We are so glad we're talking about this because you guys should know if you're already on the road or if you're about to jump into it that this lifestyle is not cheap.
Not at all. And we had so many concerns when first jumping into this RV lifestyle of how long are we going to be able to do this for and how are we going to save money while on the road? So we put our noggins together for you guys. We came up with 8 crucial tips and things we can bring to the table to help you save some money while you're out on the road.
I'm so excited. And guys, this is all the tips that have helped us over the years.
Tell us if you guys agree or disagree with any of these comments as we go along by throwing some comments down below. Engage with us and talk to everyone else in the comments because, hey, there's a lot of good information out there.
Go into the comments and look what everybody else had to say.
Totally do that because I do that every night. I'm scanning the comments, I'm engaging with you guys. I love hearing what you're saying, so hit us up with the good deets.
Speaking of deets,
Oh,
all
nice.
the information and all the deets we're about to give you today, everything is going to be in the description, whether it's a club or a program or a website. We'll have it in chronological order as we talk about it, so definitely go below to check out and make it easy for yourself. You want to get right into this?
I'm thinking so. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's talk about some of the programs that we've been using while on the road. From the get-go, what has helped us so much over the 4 years of full-time RV living?
Well, we've been using Good Sam for a couple of years. and
That's been huge.
It's been very beneficial.
Good Sam is awesome because you save money at gas stations like applicable truck stops. Talking Pilot, Flying J, you could save money there. You can also save money at RV parks. What is it, like a 10% discount?
Yeah,
at a
10% off at campgrounds that are participating.
That's what's up. Okay, so going into it, a lot of these programs that we're gonna be talking about, you're gonna put a little bit money out to be participating in them.
Yeah,
But in the
upfront.
long run, you're gonna be saving so much more money. Trust us, we're gonna walk you through it.
And there's a lot of other programs out there that are similar to Good Sam, like Passport America, 1,000 Trails. You have to sit down, do your research, and find out what works for you. And unfortunately, sometimes it's trial and error.
Just like everything else in the RV life,
I
right?
mean, yes. So there's another program we love, and you guys have heard us talk about this many times. It has been such a money saver.
What is
Big money saver. Boondockers Welcome.
You just said that. You laid it out there.
I
You
laid
gave
it
our
out
biggest
there.
secret. I love it.
Tell them how it works.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you how it works because I was a little skeptical at first.
Yeah.
Renee came up to me one day, it's like, honey, there's this nice program. It's called Boondockers Welcome, but you gotta pay $50 a year for it. I'm like, are you serious? I am the last person to throw money at stuff to try to save
Yeah.
money. It's like
Yeah. I'm like, hear me out.
catch 22.
50 bucks, but we get places to stay. And then I was like, babe, some of these places have electric hookups.
And so
And
it
he was like-
caught my attention because you think of boondocking, if you are new to the RV world or you've been doing RV forever, boondocking is camping without any hookups. You have no water, no sewer, no electric. But Boondockers Welcome sometimes offers those amenities.
Based on who's hosting, you basically go to these people's homes, their private property, and they will host you. If you are boondocking, like dry camping, and don't need any hookups, it's free as long as you are a member.
So many great people out there, so many other RVers are saying, hey, come to our spot with lakes and beautiful scenery. Hook your camper up for a cheap price. I'm gonna give you some water and electric for $5 a night.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's what's up.
Yeah, so what we're saying is if you want those hookups, and if they have them, they might ask for like $5 or $10 a night to use those hookups, and it is so worth it. You are in such beautiful locations.
Oh, another thing is, there is a huge benefit to become a host as well. So if you have lots of property that people can come stay on, you can become a host, have them stay on your property, and then you get all added benefits to having free program.
Hey, that's,
Free stays along the road.
hey, if it's free, it's for me. I'm trying to do
it's
dad
for me.
jokes, and that's not really a dad joke.
You know, it's getting up there, like, you know.
I'm like,
I'm like, keep up a little here.
$50 to sign up for the year, but if you want a little bit of a discount, we do have a code you guys can apply at the checkout.
Yeah.
Hanks21. All of that will still be in the description for you guys, but that is, like I said, the biggest money saver so far.
That's what's up. I love that.
It took us a couple years to discover it. I mean,
it did.
slow and steady wins the race, I guess.
But the best part is for firsthand knowledge on it, Renee and I traveled all the way from Pennsylvania down to Florida using nothing but Boondockers Welcome. $35 in stays total from Pennsylvania to Florida. So what I'm saying, from a frugal person, you spend the $50. Well, now you don't even have to spend $50 because we have a discount code. You put that money out and then you're gonna save so much more money in the long run.
The other benefits is that it's not just an overnight stay. Some hosts will let you stay up to 3 or 5 days.
That's
so
sweet.
You could even post up and hang out while you explore the area. Oh, and
Save some money.
And the best part is that you get to meet such great people.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone that's watching that has got to meet us through Boondockers Welcome, you gotta admit, we've had some great conversations and just a great time hanging out.
We know you guys are watching, so we're saying hi to y'all. Well, let's touch on another one real quick, is Harvest Host. That's pretty much a popular one that
That's
I
very
think
popular.
a lot of people have been using out there. As soon as you kind of step into the RV realm, everyone's like, Harvest Host, Harvest Host, Harvest Host.
Yes.
The caveat to that is that Harvest Host does not normally provide hookups, meaning you will be boondocking. Yes, boondocking without hookups on their land. So Harvest Host, it is a little bit more pricey while on the road. I think the prices just went up.
Yeah, I think it's at
Recently?
almost $99.
But we do have a link below that if you sign up with it, you'll get 15% off, which is pretty sweet too.
So something to look at if you're interested in. The reason we're really going over a lot of these programs that have to do with overnight stays is because a lot of your expenses have to do with like RV parks and your stay, your rent basically.
Preach, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You hit it nail on the head right there.
I mean, if you have a payment on your RV and then you also got to pay at your RV park, I mean, it adds up. So
Yeah.
cut the costs where you can and see which program works good for you.
Love that. So much slow your roll though there.
Oh, that's like our next topic.
Slow your roll.
That's what we're talking about.
What do you mean by that? What are you talking about? We're talking about slowing down out here in the RV life. The RV life can be as fast-paced or slow-paced as you want it. We like to live it on the slow side and enjoy it.
We've learned that just slowing down your overall trip and when you're picking where you're gonna go, it's just overall cheaper.
Let's think about stays. Like you just mentioned, if you stay at an RV park every night, you're gonna be paying so much money. But if you slow down and maybe take a week in an isolated spot with surrounding areas you wanna visit, like, hey, I wanna go to the Badlands in Mount Rushmore, pick a nice spot, stay there for a week, and you get a weekly discounted rate.
Right. Most RV parks will participate in a weekly rate or a monthly rate.
Totally.
So if you think about it, in a month's time, if you're hopping around every day or every couple days, and you're paying that nightly rate, at the end of the month, it's gonna be so much more than if you just stayed put at places for a weekend time.
And plus, there are free spots to stay out there with electrical hookups. We'll get into that for a second. I know you don't like me to jump the gun, but we'll talk about that a little bit.
We're gonna talk about that.
But with the free electrical hookups have been awesome out on the road. So I want to touch base back on that. But before we do, back to what I was saying before, if you're on a big trip and you're jumping between Yellowstone, Yosemite, jumping around like every other day, you're gonna get so stressed out and so tired of just picking up and going every single day. Like, we love travel days, but take it from us, after a while, it's exhausting.
Well, we were like, we don't need a week to see one place, but those rest days in between moving around has just been so nice.
Oh, it's been huge.
And you get to explore things that you didn't think you wanted to explore and just find some new, like, adventures.
Slow down, smell the cup of coffee, or whatever the saying is, and enjoy the RV life.
Stop trying to go to so many places in a short amount of time. You will also save, you know, when it comes to fuel consumption. And like DEF on your truck and maintenance and toll roads.
It all adds up.
Slowing down just is beneficial in so many ways. Oh my gosh. Is that gator back?
I'm watching for the gator. Another one for you. And you know what the best part about this is the one I'm about to announce. You can apply all three of these things that we just talked about and like maximize your savings, which is really sweet.
Like it all just compiles on itself.
It's just gonna be like one big savings kaboom. Party.
Savings party.
Whoa. I'm gonna throw one right at you and you're gonna be a little shocked that I'm saying this, but credit cards.
Yeah.
Get one, get two. Figure out which one offers the most perks that you can make redemptions on, because guys, you're out here, you're spending money on stays, you're spending money on fuel, you're spending money on groceries.
You're spending money.
You're spending money.
RV parks count as lodging most of the time.
Yeah.
So when you're booking your campground or your stay at an RV park, use those travel cards.
Love that. Listen, take your RV out, plan a vacation, a long-term vacation where you stay at one spot maybe for a week. You're gonna use credit cards to maximize that savings of cashback redemption. So maybe some credit cards will offer 3% cash back on purchases of stays.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you're gonna use your Good Sam card as well to use at these RV parks to give you an extra 10% savings. You're maximizing all these savings, and guess what? That's more money in your pocket to take more vacations.
Nice.
That's what's up.
I love that.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'm not feeling the love here.
Also, we're trying to say, do your own research, but
Yeah.
the cards that we have a Chase
Unlimited.
1.5% on all purchases, and it has no annual fee, so it's perfect for that card that if you're not sure if what it qualifies for, it's everything.
Okay, well, you sound like a sales representative right now. But guess what? There's more. If you use this 1.5% cash back card that we're speaking of, you spend $500 within the first 3 months, they'll give you $200 cash back. So you're only really spending $300. What we're saying is we're not encouraging to spend the money, but if you're going to be spending the money, make the most savings as you can.
Yeah.
Treat the credit card like a debit card. As soon as you swipe it, calculate it into your budget and pay it off immediately.
Yeah, don't be maxing out these cards. That's not what we're trying to say.
You're talking to debt-free people here. We want to keep you guys low debt to income ratio, and we want you out on the road living RV life to the fullest.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we're gonna do a whole breakdown of our expenses later on.
Right.
So we wanna bring all that to you. We're gonna give you all the detailed records of all of our spending habits, how much it costs out here, where we've made our savings, and we're gonna bring it all to you so you can have some visuals of like, yep, that's working.
Another reason we like to use credit cards for everything is because it's just better protection for our bank account against fraud.
Yes,
So
love that.
I understand there's not 100% protection from that, but it's just so much easier to replace our credit card versus our debit card if someone gets a hold of that.
I don't think so. Let's keep this train rolling here because
Okay.
I wanna talk about
Okay.
a program that we've been using for 4 years.
Okay.
Okay. Are you following what I'm saying? We're talking about Allstays Pro.
Okay.
Allstays Pro has been our absolute go-to
Yeah.
over the past 4 years for finding stays.
Because they have an app on the phone that we've used for a while, and we had no idea that the browser version was like better.
Super. Way more customizable, user-friendly, and
Yeah.
you can put in all your preferences and all that jazz.
Yeah, when it's time to sit down and plan like what campgrounds we want to go to or what RV parks are
Yeah.
going to be best for us, where we can save the most money,
Nice.
we will use Allstays Pro on a computer because you can filter for many things, and the best one is price.
And what are we talking about here?
I'm
with
talking
pricing?
to you about a little trick on how to find places where you can camp with electricity for free. Very easy, guys. I'm gonna tell you right now, because I'm not gonna leave you out of the loop, how you actually use it if you have Allstays Pro.
Sweet.
When you are looking for campgrounds, don't do anything else but just go to amenities and click RV sites, electric, and then go all the way down to price and just hit free. That's it. You don't have to select the kind of campground, you don't have to select
Nope.
any of that. And it'll show you all the places that have free electric hookups, and it'll tell you if it's gonna accommodate your rig or not. It'll let you know.
Shabam.
You know, I say the average rate for campgrounds across the US is like $40, $45.
Yeah.
3 nights at a free electric site, you just saved like over $100.
That's amazing.
That can go towards like some of your adventures, that can go towards like a dinner out with the family.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It adds up. It adds up. I'm telling you guys, those stays add up.
And not only does this program offer free electrical hookups and such, it gives you detailed reviews from other users on the app about campgrounds, places to fill up gas, amenities, low clearance bridges
Oh,
when you're driving,
yeah.
so you steer clear of those. You don't want to be taking off both your ACs while driving down the road.
That's
that
nice.
would not be good.
It's not good.
Not healthy.
It's one of those that you have to put money into, so I
Right.
think it's like, what, $29 $20 or $30 for the whole year, but it has saved us hundreds of dollars. See if it is gonna work for you.
Yeah, you got to do your own research here. We're just telling you what the Hanks are rolling with, and we're rocking it, and we've been on the road. I know a lot of people have been asking, how do you guys afford to stay on the road as long as you do? Let me tell you.
Listen to us.
Team Hanks plays defense. So we are not offense people. We are all about being frugal, playing defense, and keeping our butts on the road as long as possible.
Yeah.
Also, welcome to the YouTube life, where is possibly the most confusing social media platform out there.
Don't worry, I used to think subscribe meant I had to pay for something on YouTube, and I would avoid hitting that button.
Literally, you hit the red button and then more of our videos pop up on your YouTube feed. So if you like us and you like our goofiness and you want more information like this, hit the subscribe button. We're keeping it coming.
You have used Allstates Pro to find your campground, but we're gonna give you a tip on how to save even more when you're booking this campground. We're gonna give you some little secrets here. We're gonna really like dive in here.
Well, we're just laying it all out here, huh? We're just giving them all the secrets. Why do you keep looking back there? You're making me nervous.
You have a couple options when it comes to booking a certain site. My recommendation, our recommendation,
Thank you for including me in this for once.
go on the website first before you call them and see if they have different sites, like price-wise.
Oh,
Sometimes
nice.
you can get a 30 amp site for a cheaper price than the 50 amp site, because just because you have a 50 amp rig doesn't mean you have to take that site. If you will fit in a 30 amp spot, you can book that site if it's available.
Yeah, there's no point in paying for 50 amps of electricity when you could be parked at one spot with 30 amps, maybe shut off the AC, run the microwave, turn the AC back on. Look, you just saved yourself 15 bucks for the night.
That's great.
It's a minor inconvenience, but hey, we've been saving a lot of money doing that.
Yeah.
Also, we are recommending that you choose back-ends more than pull-through sites,
If it's less expensive.
because it's all about convenience out there. When you get to these RV parks with their bougie pull-through 80-foot sites, you're paying for that convenience. But if you choose to take the back end, maybe you get a little bit more space back there.
Yeah.
It's a little more private, secluded, and you might save yourself like 10 bucks a night.
Usually all the sites vary in price, so look on the website first.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you a story why you should do this. We tried to book a campground in Rapid City so we could be close to Mount Rushmore. And when we called the RV park and gave them all of our information, they were trying to give us their most expensive site. They said that's all they had left.
I remember this,
They were like, our premium site, that's all we have, it's $80 a night.
I was like, what?
And we
$80
were
a night?
like, nope, we're good, we'll call somewhere else.
They immediately put us on hold. And they're like, just give us a second.
Yeah, magically they had more sites.
Wow,
And
just out of the blue.
We took them.
And we took them
Yeah.
up on that. And then we
So-
drove there, and then there's all these sites available at the RV park. So we're not saying every RV park is
No,
like this,
no.
but just do your due diligence, do your research, and
Yes.
kind of just do some calling around.
Let's keep fuel in this conversation
Fueling.
and talk about fuel.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there. What are you going to talk about fuel with? Because we already mentioned the Wells Fargo thing.
Yes, thank you to everybody who gave us the recommendation for the TSD fuel card on a previous video.
I knew you were going to go there. Okay, cool.
Like I said, the comments are usually very, very valuable information.
Check them out. There's a lot of RVers down there making good recommendations. Engage with them down there. They have so much information down below.
Yeah, everyone's been telling us about the TSD fuel card, so guess what? We got the TSD fuel card.
And this is only applicable to diesel owners. They don't have the savings for regular gasoline. But if you were out there and you have a diesel pusher or you have a diesel truck, you could be filling up at truck stops and getting bulk pricing on your diesel. So we have been making lots of savings there.
Yeah, and we don't have a comparison yet because we've only been using it since we got to Florida, but we will have that in a future video where we share the difference between this TSD fuel card and our Wells Fargo 3% cashback on gas card.
The Hanks breakdown. So if you're loving what you're hearing, throw hashtag Thanks Hanks in the comments below, because guess what, guys? It's Thanks Hanks Thursday. So yeah, we're gonna keep this vibes a rolling.
I love Thanks Thursday.
Thanks Hanks Thursday. Another big one I did want to mention that I'm sure a lot of people kind of just like, okay, yeah, that figures, but hear us out. We're talking about tourist traps.
Ugh.
We stayed in West Yellowstone. We paid that convenience fee to stay right near the park, but guess what else we were paying for? Increased gas prices, increased grocery prices.
So our tip for you guys is if you're going to a touristy area, make sure you stock up on fuel and groceries before you get there.
Do it. It's
Don't-
gonna save you so much
Don't
money.
pay $4 for a loaf of bread like we were.
No.
No.
Don't
It's
do
just
that.
Much easier. And along the lines of touristy areas is don't be afraid to book an RV park that's like a half hour or 45 minutes away from your national park.
Like what we did in Moab.
Yes.
That one time. We stayed 45 minutes outside of Moab. You guys might think, well, that is just stupid, Kyle. But hear me out. A Moab RV park on average was like $80 a night. And then we called that one place, was it Thompson Springs?
Yeah, like north along 70, and it was only like 35 or 40 bucks a night.
So we're talking about a $45 savings
Yeah.
a night. You're gonna save so much money by not parking right smack dab in the middle of where everyone else wants to be staying.
A 45-minute drive is nothing if you already RV and you drive like 8 hours a day.
Plus, Utah's beautiful, so you're gonna see so many scenic routes, sunsets, all the beauty.
Yeah.
It's all surrounding, and it's a beautiful drive. And plus, guess what? We went to Canyonlands that one time, and that was the halfway point between us and Moab.
Yeah.
So had we stayed in Moab, we would have had to been driving outside of Moab anyways.
Yeah, and we also stayed at this campground in Thompson Springs for a week.
Mm-hmm.
We used our Good Sam discount. We used our 3% credit card.
Oh, I love when you talk like this.
You see how all the savings just add up when you start to put all these together?
You gotta kind of do your own research, use them to the most of your ability, and just kind of use them all together and make the most savings.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going with that, but here it is.
Besides your RV parks, your groceries, your fuel,
Yeah.
consider investing your money into something else that's gonna pay off in the future. For example, we really like water and rivers, so we decided to get stand-up paddle boards.
But a lot of people are like, you know what, I'll just rent that when I get there.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best idea. Guess what? We just visited Wekiwa Springs in Florida. They were charging $75 a day per person to rent a
For
paddleboard.
a stand-up paddleboard.
That's $150 a day. So just do that 4 times and you just bought yourself a brand new paddleboard.
Yeah, so pick an adventure, pick something you guys like to do, and invest in that so that when you guys are like out exploring, you
Yes.
already have paid for it.
Yes.
And you don't have to keep dishing out money for rentals and
Love
like
it.
all that stuff.
Plus the paddleboards are sweet. You can take them everywhere. We went to like Moab and Florida Springs.
Yeah.
We went down into Montana. It has been our saving grace outdoors.
And we went to that really awesome place, but I think that's going to be in next week's video.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
coming up pretty cool. Oh,
I
that
can't-
one's exciting.
I can't wait for them to see that.
I wanted to
one.
release that one, but then Renee's like, no, let's
Let's wait.
So that's coming up too. So we got some really exciting things coming.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's gonna be a fun one. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are, but if you guys want to go paddleboarding, kayaking, something like that in the future, throw hashtag paddle with the Hanks down below so we know we should set something up, like a meetup. Maybe we could go do some paddling.
Ooh, yeah.
And everyone
Maybe
can see how white I really am. I mean, I gained these white thighs while we were in Pennsylvania this year, so I am just going to blame it on Pennsylvania. Wintering in Pennsylvania, I'm still recovering from that.
Which is another, actually that's good you talk about that because we should talk about the seasons and how you can save by following not the seasons.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What we're talking about is go against the grain of what everyone else is doing. When everyone's heading down to Florida in the winter, that's probably not the place you want to be heading either, unless you can afford to do so.
Unless you can afford it.
You're looking for a little bit of savings, maybe go the opposite direction or plan accordingly to where you're going against the crowd.
Yeah, so we decided to come to Florida during like off season
Mhm.
because as the snowbirds were leaving, we came in and we still got to enjoy the beautiful weather before it got too hot.
Yes, absolutely. And the best part of it is, we got some discounted prices as well, because
Yeah.
we kind of hit it right at that threshold of like, okay, the winter jacked up season prices are kind of dissipating, and now we're getting back into our normal summer prices. It's kind of like
Yeah.
right in the middle there.
Off season. So avoiding things like summers in Michigan and winters in Florida and Arizona, San
Yeah.
Diego is gonna save you some money.
And we're not saying go to the extreme like we did and spend a whole winter in Pennsylvania hunkering down and like freezing pipes and all that. If you guys want more information on what happens when your RV freezes completely in like -3-degree weather, we'll throw a video up there. Use the Hanks of what not to do.
But did we do the wrong thing? Because
don't know.
we saved a ton of money
Yeah, we
by
did.
just renting out a site on our friend's property.
So it paid off in the long run. It's keeping us on the road longer. We're loving that. Don't go driving yourself batty trying to keep up with the Hanks and being like, I don't want to be that frugal. We're not saying to be that frugal. We're just saying do some research, figure out what type of season you can kind of hit right on the edge of like super expensive and not as expensive, and just go with it.
Guys, we just want to share these tips with you because they might be beneficial to you.
We want you out here right now.
Yeah.
With alligators to our backs enjoying the sunsets here. So we want to meet you guys. We want to do everything we can to prepare you guys. Listen, this is absolutely free knowledge, and we bring it to you every single week. The best of the best. We love you guys, and we want to make it happen for you. That's why we're here.
Yeah, don't forget to check out our other videos and be sure to tune in next week because we'll be ready to chat with you guys.
Love you guys. We'll catch you next Thursday. It's Happily Ever Hanks, Nene, and Carl. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.